Okay, Boomennials. Sorry, you're all stupid. Yeah, that's how this is gonna go. I don't care if you're a boomer, don't care if you're a millennial. Y'all seem to be acting like a bunch of morons, dismissing each other for the sake of elevating your own ego. Now, personally, I'd fall into the category of Generation X. I generally have a hard time giving a shit about stuff I don't care about. So, being stuck in between the Boomennial sandwich of stupidity is pretty fucking annoying. Because now, I'm the one that has to hear, but boomers ruined the world, now we have to fix it! You do realize the original peace and love hippies are technically boomers, right? The anti-war, no nukes, pot-smoking OGs who basically tried to turn government on its head with flower power? They were boomers. You know that, right? Or was the whole Vietnam War too offensive for you to learn about in school, so you skipped over it? Is that what happened? Because not for nothing, for a whole generation who's supposedly so woke, I'm finding that claim harder to believe when everyone is so eager to use a generalized statement like, okay, boomer, which is blatantly dismissive ageism that instantly ignores an entire generation who have tried their best with what they had. What you really don't like is what boomers at the time didn't like, which was the man. Now, the man is your basic greedy politician, corrupt corporate executive, and profit over environment type. They transcend generations, from before boomers up until the current generation. This is who the man is, okay? It's not all boomers, all right? Remember that. You're vilifying an entire generation who laid the groundwork for your so-called woke movement. They were there first. And guess what? When they had to organize a protest, they didn't do it from a cafe, sipping lattes on their phone. They put up flyers, made phone calls, handed out pamphlets, traveled, and had meetings, and their flash mobs took months to get together. Months! Protesters now, you don't even have the attention span to boycott Blizzard for more than 2 weeks. So maybe, just maybe, you should look at those boomers and learn how to focus your attention and be consistent with your protests and causes, instead of getting distracted by the next cause you feel so eager to jump on because it's trending more than the last. Now, for boomers, just because you're older doesn't mean you know everything. With age comes wisdom, but not omnipotence. You are not all-knowing. Every generation can learn from the previous or next. It is a fact. If you are so closed-minded that you don't want to learn from any other generation other than your own, you're missing the point, and you really shouldn't be here. And not for nothing, if you didn't know, every generation does seem to have a commonality. Dismissing the opinions of every generation other than their own. Why? Why? How woke can a generation be when they find history offensive and now don't want to learn about it because it might hurt their feelings? And how wise can an older generation be to cast away the ideas of a younger generation merely because they may not fit in with the real world? The idealism of youth is sometimes the only thing that gives one hope, and the older crowd would be wise to remember that. Like I said, me, I'm more of a Gen X kind of squirrel. I'm just here to point out, with non-biased, mind-obliterating logic, how idiotic everyone is being. That's our thing. It's what we do. You're welcome. I don't like Boomennials, because they don't like any generation other than their own. Put down the phone, learn from the past, so you can save the future. But learning is hard. Learn from the past, so you can save the future. Jerks.